Let's proceed to the issue about Bombo Radio and the radio program of the province of Cagayan. KBP. Patanong lang po, ano ba yung status nitong si Rogelio Sinding? Is she an accredited KBP member?
Your Honor, I have not inquired into that, but I was informed that the program host, is not an employee of Bombo.
No, he's not an employee of Bombo, but I know that. He's connected with the province of Cagayan. What I'm asking you is, pumunta ka dito, alam mo na dapat isasagot mo kung accredited ba by the KBP, yung Sinding.
Your Honor, we were not informed that Sending is the program host.
Oh, ba't ka nandito? You were invited.
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, and the first time, alam mo naman ang issue sa Cagayan, di ba?
Yes, Your Honor.
Oh, now, hindi ka man na nag-inquire o nag-check sa record if the asserted Sinding is accredited by KBP for the past several years?
Like I said, Your Honor, it's only now that I know that the program host is Sending. But I inquired as to whether or not a case was filed against MAMBA before the KBP, and I was informed also that there is a pending case filed with the Standards Authority of KBP.
Oh, yun na nga eh. So you're confirming that there is a case pending in the KBP?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, now, anyway, nandito ko lang naman. Okay, check mo lang. Itong si Rogelio Sinding is if indeed he's accredited by the KBP.
I'll find out right now and be able to answer that as soon as I get the response. Your
Okay, thank you. Now, next question. Yung ni-raise kanina ni Congressman Lara about the contract between Bombo Radio and the province of Cagayan. Anong tingin mo doon?
Your Honor, it's normal for our members to enter into contracts with provincial governments. But as to whether Bombo Radio has done its due diligence in entering into the contract, I defer to Bombo Radio because we don't inquire into that. Normally, a network that enters into a contract with provincial or even city or even municipal governments or any government entity is required to do some due diligence and determine whether the government agency has authority to enter into the contract.
So you have nothing to do with the contract between the Bombo Radio and the province of Cagayan?
KBP does not involve itself in contracts of its members, Your Honor.
Though may ganitong problema? So you have nothing to do about it?
If there is a complaint filed before the KBP, we take cognizance of it, Your Honor.
Hindi, yun na nga eh. Tinatanong nga kita ngayon, anong pwede mong gawin? Congressman Lara has presented all the evidence. Ang tagal na natin nag-uusap kanina tungkol sa Bombo Radio program, tungkol sa statement ng governor, tungkol doon sa kay Rogelio Sinding. What can you say about it?
Your Honor,
Is that a violation of the KBP rules and regulation?
Your Honor, entering into a contract is not a violation, Your Honor.
No, hindi nga. Ang tinatanong ko nga, with all those presentation being made and discussion here in this committee hearing, ano masabi mo doon? Kaugnay doon sa conduct ng programa ni Rogelio Sinding and Governor Mamba?
At least insofar as what I heard and saw, Your Honor, there are issues of the matter that the other parties being alluded to were not given an opportunity to be heard. There are possible ethical violations, Your Honor.
Pero there's a pending case, complaint.
I was informed that there was a complaint filed before the KBP Standards Authority that handles these matters, and that they have required the complainant to submit specifics of the complaint, Your Honor.
And who's
Mr.
the
Chair.
complainant?
Chair, may I intervene?
Yes,
Mr.
Congressman
KBP, you just
Marcoleta.
said that there are considerations of ethical issues here. What does the KBP do in regard to this aspect?
If there is a complaint filed, we
You still to require a complaint. You cannot initiate from the KBP itself to do what is necessary.
there is a motu proprio procedure, Your Honor.
So what have you done, motu proprio?
Since there was a complaint already, there was no need to act on a motu proprio matter, Your Honor.
Sabi mo kanina maghihintay ka ng complaint. Sabi mo motu proprio ngayon meron na namang complaint. Ano ba talaga?
No, I stated that there is a complaint, Your Honor.
Meron ng complaint.
Yes, Your Honor.
So anong gagawin ng KBP?
It is before the Standards Authority of KBP already for consideration, Your Honor.
To what extent does the KBP do its role in relation to issues like this?
Upon hearing, the KBP mets penalties such as fines or suspension from membership, or if there is defiance, a possible expulsion from membership, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you.
Sandali. When was the complaint was filed? And by whom?
Let me check the specifics, Your Honor.
Check. You better check. Kasi until now, you have not yet acted upon on it. Wala pa kayong resolution doon sa complaint. Kaya kailan nyo natanggap yung complaint?
I'll check, Your Honor, because I'm not involved in the doings of the Standards Authority. It's an independent body, Your Honor.
Not from the KBP?
The Standards Authority is a KBP body, but it is independent of the board or its members, Your Honor.
Oh, you better check. Kasi isang taon na to eh. Yung problema.
I will do, Your Honor.
Thank you. Please report to us the updated result of that particular complaint before the next hearing. And you should be present during the next hearing.
Yes, Your
Co-Chair, please proceed.
Well, I will just ask a clarification from the kapisanan ng broadcasters ng Pilipinas. You have actually seen the interview being made against Governor Mamba. And certainly his answers, together with the trend of the questionings, are in conflict with what are actually in conflict with the facts which we have established. And as I manifested earlier, undue interference in the conduct of our proceedings will be a valid ground for contempt. Aside from our power of contempt, being the kapisanan ng broadcasters ng Pilipinas, can we issue a suspension of this program considering that there is a continuing interference in the conduct of our proceedings which prejudice in the minds of the public, that what we are doing is not in accordance with law or is not in accordance with law?
Definitely, Your Honor, because the KBP abides by lawful orders.
So what is definitely?
Definitely, a request can be, or an order can be issued to the KBP, and the KBP will act on it and take it up with the member Bombo Radio.
What about if we direct our order to Bombo Radio to explain why the program should not be suspended or held in abeyance, considering that there is continuous undue interference in the conduct of the proceedings of this committee?
I believe the honorable committee has that power, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you very much. So based on that answer, I most respectfully move, Mr. Chairman, that we issue an order to Bombo Radio to explain in writing why they should not suspend the program of Governor Mamba, considering that it is undue interference in the conduct of our proceedings and it is a continuous undue interference.
Mr. Chair, I will suggest further that
You want to amend the motion of the...
I will ask the Honorable Barsaga to make a little amendment to his motion.
And what is the amendment, my friend?
Because I still believe that I believe in the right of free speech.
Yes.
And it is better for us to course the order to the KBP,
Okay.
not the committee to go direct and asking the Bombo Radio to refrain or do something directly coming from the order of this committee. Maybe if we can take the better side of caution. Siguro ang KBP na lang ang orderin natin to do its.
I fully agree with the amendment of a very good friend.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair, clarification.
Yes, please proceed.
Is it to suspend the program or not to allow Congressman Mamba to go on the air?
Suspend the program.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Suspend the program of Governor Mamba.
Your Honor, because the way I got it, it's a program of the province of Cagayan.
So, ganun din yun eh.
Kasi, no, but
just a clarification from Bombo Radio. Matagal nyo na kamong kakontrata ang province of Cagayan.
Bombo?
Yes, Your
How
Honor.
long?
Your Honor, even prior to the
When?
term.
Gano'ng katagal na nga? 2016, did I get it right?
For the province of Cagayan under Governor Mamba, yes, Your Honor.
Okay. And although the contract was made between the province of Cagayan and Bombo Radio, was there any instance where any other public official from the province of Cagayan appeared other than Governor Mamba?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, the program is being handled by the Cagayan Provincial Information Office. Governor Mamba is just one among those government officials that are being invited to the program, Your Honor. In fact, Your Honor, that program during the pandemic, Your Honor, helped a lot also in the dissemination, Your Honor.
Okay.
Ombo, the issue is not all about the program during the pandemic. The issue is about election-related issues.
Yes, Your Honor.
And the conduct of the Anchorman and Governor Mamba in every program. Yun yung
Yes,
issue
Your
dito. Now, balikan ko na lang, Co-Chair, yung KBP. Okay na yon. So, KBP will issue a notice to suspend the program. KBP?
yes, Your Honor, will act on the letter or request of this honorable committee. With that, just clarification.
Well, we'll just make it an alternative order to suspend the program or to suspend Governor Mamba from appearing in that program.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Chair. Yeah. Yeah. Yun pa rin. Mr. Chair, if I may interject lang.
Yes,
Kanina nasabi ni Chairman PD yung issue na nagsalita siya tungkol dito sa nangyari. Gusto ko lang din iparating dito sa committee na ito na yung pagsasalita ni Mamba everyday, may mga vulgar languages siya doon, Mr. Chair. No, I brought it to the attention of this committee, no, yung vulgar languages ni Mamba. Kung okay lang, ipalabas natin yung sinasabi niya. Pero ito, it's not up for, yung language not up for public consumption. Mr. Chair. Yun yung ano niya.
Mr. Chair,
para
yes,
lang
Chairman Akop.
I think there's a law insofar as that issue raised by the Honorable Lara is concerned. I think it's stated in Section 8, Republic Act 10896, and I would like to quote that the grantee during any broadcast shall cut off from the air the speech, play, act or scene or other matter being broadcast if the tendency thereof is to propose and or incite treason, rebellion or sedition, or the language used therein or the theme thereof is indecent or immoral, provided further that willful failure to do so shall constitute a valid cause for the cancellation of the franchise. Yes. So if the if the pronouncements of the Honorable Governor of Cagayan will fall within this provision of law, then pwedeng makuan.
Mr. Chair, we have a video to prove to that effect. Itong mga for better appreciation of itong pinag-uusapan natin ngayon. If I may.
What's the pleasure of the members of the committee? Will we allow Congressman Lara to present that video clippings?
Can we just take the word of Congressman Lara? Kahit hindi na natin pakita. Maaari nga naman. Hindi naman niya sasabihin kung hindi totoo yun eh. Ang gusto ko lamang munang itanong kasi, Mr. Chair, meron bang representative ang sangguin ng panglalawigan ngayon?
Yes, ang Vice Governor.
Mr. Vice Governor, yung po bang kontrata between Bombo Radio and the province of Cagayan was covered by an ordinance?
Mr. Chair, there was none. As a matter of fact, there was not even an attempt to.
So if it is not covered by an ordinance and I assume it's not also covered by an appropriation, bakit po binabayaran ng ng probinsya yung programa?
Yes, Mr. Chair. Actually, we asked that several times. No less than the addressing the governor, but they keep on insisting that to have a radio program.
So from the beginning, it is wrong for the Bombo Radio and the province of Cagayan to have undertaken such contract if it is not covered by any legal measure. Ni walang resolution, ni walang ordinance. Even the payment is not covered by an appropriation. So I believe, Mr. Chair, even the parameters and the standards and maybe the content of that production, ano ba yung dapat na, I'm hoping kasi to hear, Mr. Chair, that that contract was entered by the province and Bombo Radio for the development of the province, discussing some issues, the problems, and the things that must be undertaken by the leadership of the province to inform their constituents about it on a regular basis. But if the motive is otherwise, like pinupolitika lang, banatan ng banatan, that is not the intent of the program. Mr. KBP, paano? Dapat pumasok ka siguro dito. Kung hindi na germane to the objective of the program ang pinag-uusapan doon, puro politika na lang, paninira na lang at paninira. It does not even inure to the benefit of the province. Pagkatapos binabayaran. So they're wasting good money after bad. KBP, dapat pumasok ka na from the first instance na nakita ninyo ito. That is the role of the KBP. Kasi, Mr. Chair, alam naman natin, yung pong media, makapangyarihan po yan eh. Try media, either print, radio, or television. Kaya nga tinawag po kayong fourth estate eh. Ang totoo po niyan, 3 lang po ang branches ng gobyerno natin. Pero sinama na kayo as the fourth estate dahil makapangyarihan kayo. There is no regulation about press freedom in this country. Tama naman yun because that is our constitution eh. But you have to police yourselves. You have to regulate yourselves eh. Ang nangyayari po kasi, Mr. Chair, meron kunyaring Code of Ethics of the KBP and blah, blah, blah. Well, unfortunately, Mr. KBP, hindi naman talaga nangyayari. Hindi na sana tayo napunta rito, tapunan ng tapunan nito. Kung halimbawa, the program was really meant for the development of the province. Talaga naman nangyayari yun eh. Sa mga ibang progressive na mga probinsya, kinakasangkapan po nila yung radyo talaga or television to provide an interaction between the leadership and its people, its constituents, para sa ganun nagkakaalaman sila kung ano ang mga programang magaganda kasama ang kanyang constituents. Yun po talaga ang objective ng program. Pero kung gumawa kayo ng program para banatan lang ang ganito at ganyan, hindi na ako naniniwala sa program na Mr. Ito yung gusto ko po sanang sabihin. So from the beginning, the program started from the wrong foot. What are we going to do with that? Honorable Barsaga.
We take the appropriate action to discipline them so that the same incident will no longer happen in the future, not only in the province of Cagayan, but the entire country.
Mr. Chair.
And anyway, with the manifestation of Congressman Dante Malcorreta, the issue about the appropriations ordinance from the provincial government with regards to the radio program of the province, the contract between Bombo and the province of Cagayan was already discussed, and it was committed by the Vice Governor to certify that indeed there's no such appropriations ordinance. Tama po ba, Vice Gov?
Yes,
Yeah,
Mr.
thank you.
Chair. We will comply with
Yeah,
the Mr.
Thank
Chair.
you, Vice Gov. Yes,
Mr. Chair,
Congressman
I
Flores.
would just like to know from Bombo, wouldn't they on their own just cancel or temporarily stop it, given the fact that they already heard from the Vice Governor that the Governor wasn't authorized to enter into a contract or something like that, and that when the manifestation of Congressman Lara that it contains vulgar language or the things being discussed are no longer every day. So shouldn't they, I mean, on their own, take the initiative of temporarily stopping it while they investigate whatever the
Bombo, please answer the query of the Honorable Flores.
Yes, Your Honor. I am Bombo Marie Cris Montilla, and I am the station manager of Bombo Radio Tuguegarao. As I observed po nitong mga nakaraang mga programs po ng provincial government, especially during pandemic, very useful po ang program po nila. Pero hindi naman po all the time na puro negative yung mga sinasabi doon ni Governor, and yet hindi din po palagi si Governor po yung nandoon na gine-guest po ng province. So karamihan po dyan, ang tinatalakay din po nila ay tungkol sa pandemic, ano na yung mga makukuha ng mga tao sa probinsya ng Cagayan, meron ba silang mga tawag dito, mga medical assistance, financial assistance, yung mga ganyan po. So, very useful po siya, especially doon sa mga tao na naninirahan sa bundok, na talagang napapakinggan po nila yung program ng provincial government.
Mr. Chair.
Yes, are you done? Bombo, are you done?
Yes po, kasi lalo po nung pandemic, marami po silang mga
Oo ka na ngo, tapos
guest po
may,
dito.
sige, tuloy.
Opo.
Please proceed.
Oo, meron iba't iba po yung mga nag-guest dito, yung sa mga provincial health office. Talagang nakakatulong din po ito. Tapos yung sa PSWD, kung ano yung mga ipamimigay nila, lalong-lalo na po ngayong under state of calamity po ang probinsya ng Cagayan. So yun din po ang gustong mapakinggan ng mga tao po sa amin.